Hello, welcome to the queue. It's the end of turn 3, heading to 4, and this is the turn where the rubber's going to hit the road. Not a lot happened in turn 3. There's a look at the victory objectives. I did forget to bring Paris on there last turn, so we actually had 7 for the Axis. This turn, London and Manila are definitely in play here. And, you know, if London falls, then, you know, Cairo and Calcutta don't get reinforced again. And the way it looks for the rest of the game, because there's no effort by the Allies to relieve London. So that's going to bring us to the actual battles. And like I said, there wasn't a ton of them, but there was a lot of aerial battles. Let's look up here where it started. Russia counterattacked central Mongolia and then Buryanta. I think there's an A behind that cloud of smoke there. Japan was able to counterattack and wipe out the Russian remaining forces in Buryanta. Central Mongolia, they had a unit that could hit there, but not enough ground units. So all in on Buryanta. Now the railroad is wide open, but I suspect Russia will move up to try and defend the useless territory of Yakut, I guess. I don't know. We'll see what they do. China, the usual back and forth battles in Kaichou, Hopei, and Suyan. And Japan, it was mutual destruction there. So Japan was unable to take that one. China built infantry up there to replace it. And then what else? That's about it. Not a lot of action. Japan did move in here into Siam, which resulted in the British forces in Burma pulling back to Calcutta. So that is where they're headed. That move did... there's a clause in the 10 IPC national objective for Japan for not being at war with France or US. This now breaks that. So I did not recall that. So the 10 IPCs will come away from Japan. All right. Other action around the board. Britain, as usual, retreats from the Middle East to bolster Cairo. Commonwealth forces from the south are moving towards that direction. They did attack. There was a lone Italian infantry there, and Britain attacked it with all Air Force. Killed him, but they lost a plane doing it. So another plane down needlessly. Another plane action. The bomber came down here to go after a transport. And if you recall in BBR rules, the bomber only gets to roll 1 round of combat. So it missed. So the transports came over here and 1 came down here. Italy picked up Argentina. So they have 5 infantry now and an artillery there. The Commonwealth sub came all the way over from Australia with a naval base and took out 1 transport. I suspect on Britain's turn, these subs and that bomber will probably come down and finish those off. Maybe it's just the subs, who knows? Either way, Britain has no way of reinforcing Brazil, so it's going to have to leave that up to the U.S., which only has 1 transport. And I guess they got a bomber with some para. Up north, Britain had some ships placed in 110 and 119 that were disposed of by the German Air Force without casualties. Then Italy had sent a cruiser up to 109 to block the Commonwealth on that last turn from reinforcing London. So the subs came over, took that out. Finally, Italy sent a fighter and bomber over to the Russian cruiser, sank it, landed back into Germany, reinforced the center part of the line in Germany. And since they declared war on Russia, Bessarabia and Ukraine, thereby cutting off any rail movement that direction. And then, of course, the units there in Ukraine are going to have to fight their way back to the front. So I have no problem or no doubts that they'll be able to do it, but now they have to do it as opposed to just walking or moving free. Because I'm going to assume Russia's tech is advanced artillery, so they can move too. So they'll have to stop and attack, and then, you know, whatever doesn't attack, I guess, can move to 2. Hey, thanks for that. Thanks for barking, dog. Gotta appreciate that. I think that is about it. The big battle obviously coming up here in turn 4, Germany. London has been abandoned. Can you believe it? They withdrew all their aircraft, got out of Dodge, said to the army, you're on your own. All right, such is life. Good luck, Germany, just because you're on my team. So good luck on G4.